Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, when everyone is working remote, it's hard to keep great workplace culture, but we'll be talking to a company that just made the Dallas Business Journal's Best Places to Work list, and 100% of their company is working from home. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox. Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I've got to tell you something about the staffing industry. It's not known for being on the best places to work list. It's a high-pressure environment, and people are trying to reach out and make contacts with people to get them placed in the right opportunities. And so when we came across this wonderful company, Beacon Hill Staffing, we had to have them on the show because they are on the best places to work list for the Dallas Business Journal. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Very cool. We've got Kayla Freeman, Pete Van Scoy, and Shawna Bestreich. Thank you for coming on the show. Okay, so how did you make this list? And I'm told this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Pete, you want to start?
It's not the first time that we've made the list. So there's annually a survey that all the employees take, and in that survey, it's answering various questions all about the company culture, how long they've been with the company. I think you could just sum it up by saying overall satisfaction. And based on those results, it takes a few months for them to get back to us and let us know then that we're on the list. But it's been an honor for the past few years to have made the list.
Well, Shawna, let's get you in on this. Working at a staffing agency, high turnover just is not good for anybody, is it?
Right.
It's not good for the company. It's not good for the clients. What do you see that Beacon Hill is doing right?
We take care of our employees. Everyone, it's a big family. We give people the autonomy to do their jobs and the freedom to do it the way that they want to do it, and I think that translates really well.
Kayla, how long have you been with the company?
I'll be going on 7 years in April. So.
And in the life of a staffing agency, is 7 years a long time?
It's an eternity. It really is. I think average tenure, I mean, if you're no good, 6 months is about as long as you make it. 2 years is like absolutely amazing, and then 7's kind of unheard of. So,
wow. And so when you reflect back on coming to the company 7 years ago, did you instantly pick up on the culture?
Yes. I actually started right out of college with Beacon Hill, and I think that was the one thing that drew me to it. I kind of thought it was almost half of it was fake, the things people were telling me about how amazing it was, how everybody has your back, how collaborative it is. But when I started with Beacon Hill, I think I turned down a ton of other offers, just waiting out Beacon Hill for them to give me one because it seemed too good to be true, but I wanted to test it out. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay, more about that in a minute, but first we're going to show an overview video of Beacon Hill.
Simply put, staffing is finding jobs for people and people for jobs. But there's nothing simple about it. The staffing industry is as complex as the global workforce, an integral part of the world's top economies, generating hundreds of billions in revenue across 50 countries. At Beacon Hill Staffing Group, we're experts in this dynamic industry with decades of experience helping job seekers find employment and employers fill positions. We have consistently been recognized as one of the fastest growing staffing companies in America and one of the best places to work by esteemed publications such as Staffing Industry Analysts and Inc. magazine. We place professionals in everything from CEO to administrative assistant in week-long projects, full-time employment, and everything in between across all industries under the sun. As a top recognized, fast-growing company operating in the nation's hottest markets, Beacon Hill Staffing Group is a great place to grow your career. At Beacon Hill, we're employing the future. Come join us and go higher.
Wow, very nice video. Pete, let's bring you back into the conversation. How long have you been with the company now?
9 years now.
9 years.
Up here, I'm the old guy.
Well, so I'm passionate about workplace culture too, and there was a period of about 6 weeks where Clay Jenkins, shut down all non-essential services, and so as a CEO of a small business, I was worried. How do you keep the workplace culture when everybody's working from home? So Pete, how do you keep that culture so vibrant when 100% of your employees are working from home?
I think that's a great question. And when I go back and think about just kind of the journey of COVID and then working from home, originally it was supposed to be something that was temporary. It was only going to be a few weeks that we were in that situation. And of course, us, like everybody else out there, you think it's going to be over, and then when you realize we're in this for the long haul, you start to realize that the cultural aspects that we have, which are so important and make us such a great place to work, if you make it simple and think about what are the different aspects that go into it, as Shawna said before, the teamwork, the collaboration, the family feel, you can implement that stuff into a remote environment as well. You don't have to just simply wait it out and say, in the future, we'll go back to being the way that it was. And so it's great too that we went through this, because as we work with clients across the Metroplex, it's the exact same challenge that they have, is preserving their company cultures and their feel. And so we can kind of give some insight into doing it. And what is it? It's listening to people. It's over communicating. It is continuing to be collaborative. It's making the best of it that you can. We have so many tools now to connect people, whether that's through Zoom, I guess any video platform. I mean, that's what we're all living on now.
Well, and speaking of that, let's talk about the holiday party. As we were doing our homework for this show, we came across your holiday party. Let's go ahead and roll a little bit of that.
This is when I normally welcome everybody to Boston. Next year, I will welcome you all to Boston, but this year, welcome to our virtual holiday event.
Rookie Club is the only award in our company that you have just one chance to hit. And these Rookie Club winners made their first year count. You guys are part of a very special club. Congratulations to the 2020 Rookie Club.
So excited because during the next 10 minutes, Beacon Hill, Amy and I are going to give away over $100,000.
Congratulations.
Very cool company. Okay, Shawna, you're not a rookie anymore. You've been here 2 years, right?
Been at Beacon Hill for 2.5 years.
Yeah. So what do they do to make you feel so welcome?
Well, a lot. I worked for a competitor and grew my career with different firms. And I could say just from my interview process to today, we stand by our word, we take care of our employees, and there's consistency from the top down. I did not feel that in previous lives, but I have felt that way with Beacon Hill. Everyone wants to help everyone. They took me in with open arms, helped me grow my business. We established my division 2.5 years ago. It didn't exist in Dallas. And we take care of each other. It is truly just a very, very special company and environment.
Cool. We're going to put up on the screen the Dallas Business Journal award that you guys won. Just in terms of morale for all of you to be able to say, hey, we're on the Dallas Business Journal's best places to work list, that's got to feel good. Kayla?
Yeah, it feels great. I think my whole team, whenever that went out, everyone was celebrating. But I really think just inside it all, we already kind of knew we had it. We didn't really even need an award to tell it. I think from the, like Shawna said, the top down, everyone kind of encapsulates that play together, win together. We're all in it together, and it was an awesome success though, and super awesome.
Well, and as you all kind of alluded to, the retention piece and keeping great employees, because the employees create relationships with their clients, and nothing is more frustrating to a client than building a relationship with somebody and then suddenly they're gone. Pete, you want to talk about that?
I think that's dead on. What we keep saying is that Beacon Hill empowers the employee, right? And when the employee is listened to and they feel satisfied and fulfilled in their position, then they stick around. But not only that, in our interview process, as we preserve the culture of the company and of our teams, we want to make sure that it's not just anyone that can join our family. We'll put it that way. And so when you really do put the team and the people that are on the team first, I always say there's no one above the team, there's no one below the team, right? And so when you put that mentality first, people stick around. When people stick around, the relationships stick around. And then together, collectively, you can achieve so much more.
Yes, and I think leadership starts at the top, and so I think we saw your CEO there at the beginning of that holiday clip. Tell us about your CEO and why this is such a special place to work.
Andy is amazing. I think from the top down, everyone said you look at your leaders for advice, for mentorship, and at the end of the day, Andy has been the person that anytime there's an issue in the world, inside your home, anywhere, he's the first to jump right on top of it and say, hey, I have your back. I'm here for you. We will be here together and we will run through this together. And I think that just kind of empowers the employee as a whole. If you know that, your leader, whoever is in charge, has your back 100%, you're going to want to run through walls for them, and they're going to do the same for you.
Outstanding. We're almost out of time. So, Shawna, we'll give you the last word. What would you like to leave people with?
I think there's a lot of great companies out there, but I think Beacon Hill is just very special. I couldn't have been more thankful to make this move 2.5 years ago. I think we are still just kind of getting started in Dallas and beyond. And I think if you want to join a great company that has your backs, we haven't laid anyone off. We haven't really done anything. We haven't changed comp plans, anything. It's a good family to join.
That's really cool. This has been a great show. We'll have to have you guys back. We're going to put the website up to end the segment, beaconhillstaffing.com. Thank you all three for coming on the show. You guys have been amazing.
Thank you.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time. It was awesome.